Mason Greenwood has left Manchester United after an internal investigation. Mason Greenwood will leave Manchester United after it was decided that the striker should continue his career away from Old Trafford. United announced the results of their 6-month investigation into Greenwood's behaviour on Monday. The 21-year-old's exit was mutually agreed upon, according to a statement released by the club and Greenwood, but follows a bitter public and internal reaction to the prospect of the England international being reintegrated into United's first-team squad. United will work with Greenwood to find him another club. He has 2 years left on a lucrative contract. Greenwood was charged by Greater Manchester Police with attempted rape, controlling and coercive behavior and assault in October 2022 after allegations were made online. The charges were dropped in February when the Crown Prosecutor's Service said there was no longer a realistic prospect of conviction, after key witnesses withdrew their cooperation from the investigation. Greenwood denies all accusations. An internal United investigation concluded he had not committed the alleged offences, but it was in the best interests of all parties that he left. A club statement read, "Based on the evidence available to us, we have concluded that the materials posted online do not provide the complete picture and that Mason did not commit the offences for which he was initially accused. Nonetheless, as Mason openly admits today, he has made mistakes for which he is held responsible. All involved, including Mason, are aware of the difficulty he has had in restarting his career at Manchester United. It has therefore been mutually agreed that it would be most appropriate for him to do so away from Old Trafford. And we will now work with Mason to achieve that result." Quote, Greenwood has not played for United since the 22nd of January 2022, in the 1-0 win over West Ham at Old Trafford. He was arrested later that month. Greenwood can be sold or loaned for the remainder of the contract. He remains on full salary, and will not be training with Erik ten Hag's squad for the time being. Greenwood said in a statement, "I want to start by saying I understand that people will judge me because of what they see and hear on social media, and I know people will think the worst. I was raised to know that violence or abuse in any relationship is wrong. I didn't do the things I was accused of. However, I fully accept that I made mistakes in my relationship. And I take responsibility for any situation that occurs leading up to a social media post. I learned to understand my responsibility to set a good example as a professional footballer. And I focus on the great responsibility of being a father, as well as being a good partner. Today's decision has been part of a collaborative process between Manchester United, my family and I. The best decision for all of us is to continue my football career away from Old Trafford, where my presence will not interfere with the club. I thank the club for their support since I joined at the age of 7. There will always be a part of me that sticks together. I am so grateful to my family and everyone I love for their support. And now it is for me to repay the trust that the people around me have shown. I intend to be a better footballer, but the most important thing is to be a good father, a better person, and using my talents in a positive way on and off the pitch." Quote, United's internal investigation is led by Chief Executive Richard Arnold, with support from Chief Operating Officer Colette Roche, and Chief Legal Officer, Patrick Stewart, and drew widespread criticism. The hope among club staff, who are said to be divided over whether Greenwood is allowed to continue his career at United, is that he will continue. Arnold has acknowledged that options have been planned. In an open letter to supporters, The CEO wrote, "Reintegration is one of the outcomes we are considering and planning for." For context, over the last 6 months several outcomes have been contemplated and planned. And my views have evolved as our process has progressed. While the final decision rests with me, I consider various factors and views to the point of finalizing my decision. While I am satisfied that Mason did not commit the acts he is accused of, Mason accepts that he has made a mistake for which he is responsible. I am also aware of the challenges Mason will face to rebuild his career and raise a baby with his partner under the harsh glare of Manchester United. Additionally, this case has sparked strong opinion, and it is my responsibility to minimize disruption to the unity we seek within the club. Single quote. United intend to make the announcement ahead of their first Premier League match, but postponed the decision to proceed with the consultation process involving the alleged victim, his family, Greenwood and his family, plus key stakeholders. There are also plans to involve England United's Women's World Cup players, Mary Earps, Ella Toone and Katie Zelem, who reach Sunday's final. Greenwood has played 129 times for United, scored 35 goals, and made one England appearance.